Now right here on gold, it actually gives a good example of spotting false higher lows and actually showing patterns. So let me get down to this is the weekly, let me get down to the daily. Let's go over this example first. See, right here would be considered a false higher low, invalid low. True higher low, because we are in an uptrend. This right here would be the exact same thing. False low, or invalid low, invalid low. And right here is where I planned on having the true higher low come. So now, if you did want to trade this, it could look something like this with very minimal risk. Something between there. And your take profit would obviously be looking for a higher high. But for right now, we can just bring it right here. Once price reaches here, then we can start trailing it and also possibly adding in some new trades. Another way to spot the pattern is you see how it reaches here kind of like 3 times. 1, 2, 3 with that invalid low. Same thing right here. 1, 2, 3. And then it made the true higher low. So now let's go to Euro US dollar. Let's go to the weekly. And right here I actually have my average price theory, which I did on this pair. I had done it yesterday. So we are in an uptrend. We have our higher high, our higher low, our higher high. And there's reasons and ways to know why they aren't and why they are true higher highs and not false higher highs. So let's step down to the daily. So higher high, higher low, higher high. And this one, I believe, would be the higher low. Just because the average price bought was way up here, I honestly believe since they came down here, a lot of their stops were placed either here in this area, so which is why they came down so much further. And now I feel like price is starting to rally up. Also, I wanted to go over the RSI and how I use it and how I would use it in this case. Let me actually bring it up real quick. Hold on. There it is. Alright. So, right here, we see a low, like not like an all-time low, but let's call it an insignificant low right here. And then we see this one lower. We see another low coming. Well, we'll look at the RSI. That same low up here, down here, would be right there. Now the next low would be right here. As you can see, it's higher than this low. So that means price is starting to rally back up pretty much. And we have the average price sold down here, which, like I said, I did it yesterday. And I don't think the market would want to give that money back right here. So I think it's time for them to start to make an up move. Because it isn't an uptrend. And technically, these right here would be the false higher lows. True higher low. So now let's go on down to the 8 hour. We're going to do this, analyze it a little bit more. And right here we can see more from the RSI. What it's called having divergence on there. So as right here, this is a low. And on you see on the RSI, it's a low. This is a lower low. But on this one, it's a higher low right there. That's called divergence. That's how we know price is running out and the US dollar is starting to get weaker. Now I have everything like the false higher lows are false lower lows, or false higher highs, false lower highs. Everything ties together, whether it's with divergence on the RSI or the average price theory that I have. Everything ties together along, especially with capturing the false higher lows, etc. So if you want that to learn how to tie all those components of trading together, I do have a advanced training course. It's a couple videos, shows you how to use that, shows live trades and how to tie everything together. I hope this video gave you some good tips and helped you out, and really just put it in perspective for you, you know? So, and don't forget, don't just use one of these components, like don't just use the RSI divergence if you have no knowledge in trading, or if you don't know where the market's at, because it's gonna fool you. I use it at certain points in the market, like where it's at right now, and that's why I can confidently say this would be going up soon. I don't believe it's going to come back down here. So if you have your own strategy and where you know price is going to make a reversal, then that's when you can use this. But don't use this strictly by itself, just like average price theory. Don't use that by itself. Also, don't use the higher highs, higher lows, and finding false higher highs, higher lows. Don't just use that by itself. You need everything to come into play with each other. So I really hope this video helps you guys out, and just good luck on your trading.